If you're just tuning in, I'm your host, Kris Freeman, and this is the Las Vegas Black Music Awards Hour, powered by Blink Show TV. So I hope you grabbed your snacks, you turned that volume up, and you're ready, because tonight I have an amazing artist with me. He is here now in the studio. So let me prepare this. We have this year's Las Vegas Black Music Awards Best Male Vocalist, Brian G. Soul Garrett. Welcome to the show.
This is mine.
That's yours.
I can have it.
That's yours,
yes. I can take it home.
You can take it home. It's not, so for those of you who are just listening, this year for the Las Vegas Black Music Awards, we had a dummy that all the artists were holding, and they took pictures, did interviews, and then they gave it back to me. That one right there is yours to take. It has your name. You earned it. Congratulations.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
This is definitely going on the wall.
Yes.
Going on the wall. Black Music Association and Academy of the Arts, Las Vegas chapter. Brian G. Soul Garrett. And you spelled Brian right.
Perfect.
You know, growing up with the name, that people don't know the rule I before A. And so my name was spelled Brain. A lot of times people just automatically put it, but that's neither here nor there. Thank you so much. But it was on my high school yearbook. I'm no lie. It's spelled Brain Garrett.
Big brain.
Oh my God. And my friends used to have fun. They said, whenever I mess up, they'd say, Brainless Brian. You know, but anyway,
No.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So everyone who did hold a dummy and now they're holding their own, I've asked every single one, how does it feel to be holding that right there?
It's actually unbelievable, you know, just to be, you know, you don't want to walk around just waiting for accolades, but it just feels great to be appreciated every now and then, you know, because, you know, I've been in Vegas for a couple of years now, so, and I just keep on going. I don't look back. And I got to thank you guys for acknowledging me. So you guys get a nice round of applause for acknowledging me and, you know, feeling that you know, I was deserving for this. So thank you guys so much.
No, it's our pleasure. It's nice to see, like you said, you do a lot for the city. You're everywhere. So to be able to be recognized for the work that you do out there,
yes.
Amazing.
Thank you
So for those of you who are just tuned in, if you guys want to send in a nomination for Brian G. Soul, go to LasVegasBlackMusicAwards.com, send in those nominations for 2026. So where does your voice, your style, the emotion come from?
It's actually evolved through growth. When I remember as a youngster, my dad used to play Motown all the time. You know, so the first people that really influenced me were Smokey Robinson and Eddie Kendricks of the Temptations. You know, they had that first tenor voice. It was high, it was melodic. You know, later as I got older, of course, Michael Jackson. And one of the main reasons Michael Jackson, because he was a kid. He was a kid, and you could relate to Michael. You know. And he was a guy until high school, and thereafter there was Prince. That opened up a whole nother level of just singing. Prince was experimental, how he sang. He dived deep. You know, not to say Michael, Smokey, and Eddie Kendricks didn't, but he was on another level of, you really had to think sometimes to understand his music. So there was intelligence with his music too. And plus he was one hell of a performer.
For sure.
You know, so those were pretty much my influences growing up. Also, soulfully, it was Marvin Gaye. Now, let me tell you, I was a youngster. When I was really young, I bought a CD or whatever, and I wasn't really into it. I didn't get into Marvin until I became a grown man. His lyrics talked about relationships, and it's from a man's perspective. So you're like, oh man, I know where you're coming from now. you know. So and I had one more influence in high school. This man's music, which it was never played in. You remember those Columbia House things where you get 10 records
for a penny.
Well,
I'm
I'm guilty. I never sorry Columbia House. I'm sorry. I'm guilty. But then, I'm sorry. Maybe 2, 3, none of you. But there was one particular artist that I was just when I heard his music, it was Bob Marley. Bob Marley, and I said I gotta learn this stuff.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do something different than everybody else did. And nobody knew about reggae like that. But when I was in high school, I learned his songs. You know, I didn't really get to sing them till I got older. But I just wanted to know, hey, this seems like something I can learn and be different than everybody else. And that's been my whole mantra in life, living in Vegas, is to be different and stand out.
Well, you're definitely doing that now. Because we've been to a few shows of yours, and the style, the energy, and once you get going, the crowd just goes crazy. So when was it, obviously when you were younger, when was it when you realized this is what I want to do? I am meant to be on that stage.
Okay, how much time I got? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, believe it or not, and you know, I tell the story, but from when I was able to speak all the way up to about 13, I stuttered and stammered.
Oh.
I was terrible. I was very shy. And to this day, a lot of people that we grew up knew me as a quiet one.
You? The quiet?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I always said, if I could ever talk, I'm gonna do it to the fullest. So my dad tells me, like, you're making up for lost time, boy. But
you're never too old.
Yeah. So that stuttering, stammering little boy, he's still in the back of my head. He still lives there. He humbles me. So, you know, once I realized I could do this, once I was in 6th grade, there was a song by a group called Switch. It was called I Call Your Name. And I was just singing it. And so these girls started chasing me around the playground. And they would grab me by the collar and like, Brian, sing I Call Your Name again. And I was like, what is going on here? So, you know, then I knew that I kind of had a gift. I wasn't into it like that, because when I was young, I wanted to be a doctor. Yeah.
That's opposite.
As a matter of fact, I used to sign my name, 5, 6 years old, Dr. Brian Garrett. I used to sign my name then all the time. And then that music bug hit me, and it was just natural.
It was stronger.
My older cousin said, as long as they could remember, said I was stuttering, but I could sing those gospel songs in church.
Wow.
Without missing a beat. So I believe this was a calling for me, you know, and once I jumped into that person, I was known as Brian G for a long time. But once I said I need to take on something else, and it was soul. And if you didn't know, soul is the acronym of Spirit of Universal Love.
Okay.
And if I don't move you when you're listening to me, I haven't done my job. So my whole purpose is to move people when I get up on the stage.
Well, you definitely do. Again, we've seen you perform, and it's an energy that you are able to transfer to those that are watching you. So one last question. If music could be your love letter to the world, what would that message be?
That's a good one. Got me stumped. My message would be love everybody. Love everybody. Love their essence. Close your eyes and feel this person's spirit. When you close your eyes and listen to a person talk, you have nothing but that to get. And that is the soul. That is the essence. Versus us looking at each other, judging each other. You know, close your eyes I think it's a thing of the past now, but when I was growing up, people used to talk on the phone. Now people just text. So we can't lose that human contact. We cannot lose it. Just keep that going. And I think if we get each other like that, man, this world will be a better place.
Okay. And that was Brian G. Soul. Before we leave and we go into break, any shout outs? Anyone listening now?
How much time we got? No, just kidding. Actually want to give a shout out to my lady, Kim, Gaye in the house.
Biggest supporter.
Yeah, she supports me.
I heard she styles you too, but that's another conversation for another show.
She's a major star. What she does, she doesn't tell me what to get. She points me in a direction. Is that the same thing? I don't know. She finds my clothing, because you're right. I've been complimenting on my clothing, my styles. Mm-hmm. I have to give it all up to Kim Gaye. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Yeah. In the house. Give a shout out to my sister, Tracy Garrett. I believe she's listening. Before we were coming over here, she was like, okay, do I push the button? Is it on? I said, Tracy,
your mama's listening too.
Huh?
Your mom's listening too.
My mother, Thelma Garrett, please, she's listening. She's the one that I got my singing from her and my dad. No, not he used to try. Okay. I want to give a shout out to Kim's mother, Ziola Gaye.
Your brother Marcus.
My brother Marcus. Thank you. She's really helping me here.
So your stylist, your PR,
yes,
marketing,
that part, Kris.
Pillow talk. That's what you need.
My shoes when I leave the house.
Yes. You forgot your wallet.
Oh my God. That's a whole other story.
So, really quick, what will we see from you in 2026 for Las Vegas Black Music Awards?
Well, I would love to remain a part of Las Vegas Black Music Awards. If we can move and get the word out about this wonderful organization, man, wonderful people, and just a great ambiance to be. I love being around you and Antonio. You guys are a breath of fresh air. And that's what's needed here. And more people just need to know. More people, and if I can be a voice to get that message out, man, I'm here. Mm-hmm. One more thing. Okay, now you asked what would I look forward to. Now, a lot of people, if you don't realize that I do reggae, it's called Trenchtown Rock Reggae. Also have a 70s tribute band called that 70s Show Party Band. And of course, me doing my soul thing. I have a show coming up January the 2nd at the Maxon Jazz. And I'll also and on the 20th, I'll be in LA hosting Ziola Gaye Toy Drive in memory of my brother. But last thing, in 2026, I just want to spread the love. I want to, if you feel me, just follow me. I'm at
Where can they follow you?
Thank you, Kris. You can follow me on Facebook at Brian G. Soul Garrett, or you can just put in Brian G. Soul. I'm on Instagram at Soul Las Vegas. That's only one L, and I'm on TikTok. I believe it's at Brian G. Soul as well. That's where you can find me.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad you were able to get your award, not the dummy you were holding on once, but congratulations one more time, Brian G. Soul Garrett, this year's Best Male Vocalist. So we are going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. The conversation continues with my next artist who just stepped in the studio. If you are just tuning in, this is Las Vegas Black Music Awards Hour, powered by Blink Show TV. I'm your host, Kris Freeman.